Imagine a world where going out means boarding a $200 million yacht, where art class involves original Da Vinci's on the wall, and where a weekend getaway is a short flight from a flying palace to a chateau that costs more than most islands. This isn't a fairy tale, it's the reality for the children of one of the most powerful men on earth, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, widely known as MBS. While much of the world focuses on his politics and the trillion-dollar ambitions of Saudi Arabia, there is a quieter, more private world behind the palace gates, a world inhabited by his young daughters, Princesses Nora and Fahda, and their siblings. You're watching Luxury Kings, the channel where we take you inside the lives of the ultra-elite. Today, we're stepping into the gilded existence of the Saudi royal children. How do they live when their father controls a fortune that reshapes global economies? What kind of homes, jets, and fleets are at their disposal? And what does the future hold for princesses born into a kingdom that is rapidly modernizing? This is a level of existence where the word budget simply doesn't exist, and where the boundaries between personal property and state assets blur into one magnificent reality. Let's unlock the gates of the House of Saud. To understand the life of Princess Nora and Princess Fahda, you first have to understand the scale of the wealth that surrounds them. Their father, Mohammed bin Salman, is the de facto ruler of a nation that sits on one of the world's largest oil reserves. The Saudi royal family's total wealth has been estimated by some sources at over $1.4 trillion. MBS himself controls vast personal assets and oversees the Public Investment Fund, PIF, a sovereign wealth giant with stakes in everything from Uber to Nintendo, from Premier League football clubs to futuristic megacities like Neom. For his children, this means growing up in an environment where luxury is the default setting. Let's start with where they sleep. One of the most talked about properties in the family's portfolio is the Chateau Louis XIV in France. When it was purchased for over $300 million, it was widely reported as the world's most expensive home. From the outside, it looks like a 17th-century historic monument, fit for a French king, surrounded by manicured gardens and gold leaf fountains that rival Versailles itself. But inside, it is a marvel of modern technology. Lights, music, and air conditioning can be controlled by iPhone. There is a private cinema, a wine cellar, and, perhaps most famously, an underwater meditation room built directly into the castle's moat. Imagine sitting in silence while sturgeon and koi fish swim past the glass walls around you. This isn't just a house, it's a private kingdom near Versailles. Back in Saudi Arabia, the residences are no less spectacular. The Al Yamama Palace and other royal compounds are masterpieces of marble, gold leaf, and intricate Islamic design. We're talking about spaces with soaring ceilings, crystal chandeliers the size of cars, and amenities that rival the world's best 7-star hotels. And it's not just about buildings, it's about what hangs on the walls. In 2017, a painting of Christ, the Salvator Mundi by Leonardo da Vinci, sold for a record-breaking $450 million. Reports widely linked the purchase to MBS. For most children, art is something you see on a school trip to a museum. For the children of MBS, masterpieces of human history are potentially part of the home decor. Living with a Da Vinci is a level of privilege that is almost impossible to quantify. Now, how do they travel? If the family decides to leave Riyadh for Paris, London, or the Red Sea coast, they don't fly commercial. They don't even fly standard private jets. The fleet associated with the Saudi leadership includes aircraft that are essentially flying mansions. A custom Boeing 747 or Airbus A340 in this circle isn't just a plane. It's a residence with wings, bedrooms with king-sized beds, dining rooms for banquets, gold-plated fixtures, and shower suites allow them to circle the globe without ever compromising on comfort. But perhaps the ultimate symbol of this lifestyle is found on the water. MBS is the owner of the Serene, one of the world's largest and most expensive superyachts. Purchased for hundreds of millions of dollars, this 439-foot vessel is massive. To put it in perspective, the Serene carries a crew of over 50 people. That means for every member of the family on board, there are 10 staff members waiting to serve a drink, pilot a tender, or prepare a Michelin star meal. It features multiple helipads, an indoor climbing wall, a fully equipped spa and wellness center, a cinema, and even a submarine capable of diving hundreds of feet, allowing the family to explore the ocean depths in total privacy. And if that wasn't enough, reports have also linked the family to another yacht, the Pegasus 8. For Princesses Nora and Fahda, a holiday on the Serene isn't just a boat trip, it's a floating fortress of privacy and opulence. Chefs from around the world, a crew ready to cater to every whim, and the ability to sail anywhere without ever dealing with crowds. This connects to another passion of the Crown Prince, cars. While the princesses are too young to drive and will likely have chauffeurs for life, the garages they grow up around are legendary. We are talking about collections that can include custom Bugattis, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and ultra-luxury Rolls-Royces. But unlike typical car collectors, royal fleets often feature heavy customization, unique colors, bespoke interiors, and high-level armoring for security. It is a world of mechanical art. Yet, beneath the gold and the glitz, there is a deeper question. What does the future hold for these young royals? Saudi Arabia is changing faster than ever before. Under Vision 2030, the plan spearheaded by their father, the kingdom is opening up. Women are driving, working in high-level jobs, and taking on roles as ambassadors and CEOs. Princess Rima bint Bandar, for example, became the Saudi ambassador to the United States, a role that would have been unthinkable for a woman a few decades ago. Other princesses run fashion houses, galleries, and charitable foundations. For Nora and Fahda, this means their future might not just be about leisure. They are growing up in a new era of Saudi influence. They will see the rise of Neom and The Line, futuristic megacities built with the very funds that support their lifestyle. They will likely attend the world's most exclusive schools, perhaps in Switzerland, the UK, or the US, and return with networks that span the globe. They could become patrons of the arts, leaders in philanthropy, or faces of the new Saudi Arabia that MBS is trying to build. But for now, they remain largely shielded. Their photos are rare. Their daily lives are guarded by layers of security and protocol. In a way, they are the ultimate mystery of the House of Saud. We see the yachts, the palaces, and the paintings, but the personal lives of the children who live among these treasures remain a private world. It's a contrast that defines modern royalty: extreme visibility of wealth combined with extreme invisibility of private life. Compared to other royal children, like Princess Charlotte in the UK, whose every outfit is photographed, the Saudi princesses grow up in a different kind of bubble, one that is perhaps lonelier but infinitely more protected. So, as we look at the billion-dollar estates and the flying palaces, we are looking at the stage set for the next generation of power. What do you think? Is this level of luxury the natural result of royal heritage, or does it feel disconnected from the reality of the changing world around them? Share your thoughts in the comments. We love reading your perspectives on the hidden side of the elite world. If you enjoyed this tour inside the gates of Saudi royalty, make sure to subscribe to Luxury Kings. We are dedicated to uncovering the lifestyles, assets, and stories of the world's most powerful families. Like this video, share it with a friend who loves luxury and geopolitics, and click on the next video to continue the journey. This narration is based on public reports and available information about royal assets. It is intended for educational and entertainment purposes. You've been watching Luxury Kings. Stay curious. We'll see you in the next episode.